the top 3 regions to invest, to buy a house, or to live in Italy. This is, of course, in my opinion. Welcome everyone, I'm Fausto Carnevale. As I said, in my opinion, just because then I know that somebody will say, no, what are you talking about? I don't agree with you. So in my mind, how and where, today we talk about where you can invest in Italy and why. The top 3 regions. And for one region, I will also tell the city. So wait until the end, because I will reveal a lot of information today. And I'm not a real estate agent, so I don't care in selling houses. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't do video how to buy a house for €1. I don't care in to let's say sell a villa in Florence to gain my commission. I'm just telling you what I think as an Italian. So we have 3 places in my opinion. Let's start for the first one. If you want to live in Italy and you want to also have this, so the first place is a place to work, is a place where you can start a business, is a place where you can have network, and is a place where also you have a lot of airports, train, etc., and you are close to the border, which is, let's see if you can guess, Milan. Milan is one of the best cities to live in Italy if you have enough money, of course, not if you are unfortunately like the average Italian after the university with a super low salary, living in one bed, in one small bedroom apartment. There is also a movie in Italy, but I'm not talking about this today, where basically there is one person moved to Milan in a very small room, almost invisible. So why Milan? Of course, because of the network. You can join a lot of exclusive club. The network, I was ever looking today to one club in Milan, because sometimes I think if I move back to Italy, can I find also a club to do network? So I was having a look here with ChatGTP, my best friend those days, joking of course, but yeah, Milan. In Milan, of course, you can also, but why invest for a real estate? Because you also can resell property and the prices are going up. So in terms of resell, this is the best reason to invest in Milan. Not because of the, yeah, okay, first Airbnb, you can do it, yes. You can do long-term renting for students, yes. But let's say you buy today for €400,000, which you don't take a lot in Milan, maybe a small apartment in the center, but the prices are going up. You can do Airbnb, but it's not at the best coefficient. And third, you can rent it to student with the cedolare secca, but again, for unfortunately, so the good things, work network, the bad things, you have to pay a lot as a prepayment. Rent to buy are almost impossible because they have a lot of customers. A lot of people are investing in Milan from everywhere in the world, and they buy houses also with the company, as I was saying. So, but Milan, of course, is Milan, guys. If you can afford Milan, people who don't have money say Milan is not a nice city, to be honest. Yeah. So the second city, the second place actually is Tuscany. And I'm not talking about Florence, a super high expensive villa, but why Tuscany? Because you have good wine, you have the sea. I have to say it's not the best sea in Italy, but you have basically good life, a little bit relaxed, good services, and you are close to Milan, close to Rome, and close to the sea. But in this case, I would invest here not for basically rent to buy, but just for long-term renting. But I would also live. You can buy a farm, you can buy land, and you can enjoy the life in Tuscany. I don't have to tell you why, because this is not my job. I'm a tax expert, but you can check why Tuscany is the best. Then we have the third thing, which is Abruzzo, my region. But why Abruzzo? Because the cost of living, the cost of buying, and the cost of also the crime rate and all those are very low. And it is considered a region from south of Italy. So this is the first region south, but not far from the north, because actually geographically is in the center. Not far from Rome, but if you have a car, 2 hours you are in Rome. You will be in Rome. You have a small airport in Pescara, and the prices are low. But here, why invest in Abruzzo? Because you don't spend a lot to buy the house. On the flip side, the prices are not growing like in Milan, but this is also a good news because basically if you take the ROI, the return of investment is higher. If you buy an apartment today from 100,000 euro close to the sea, you can do Airbnb, short-term renting, even long-term renting, or you can basically rent it all in the summer. Why I said Tuscany? This is more for the lifestyle. But again, you can also find an apartment in cities like Pisa, Siena, very touristic, and do as I did in Milan, as I explained for Milan. So you can rent the houses for the students. On the other hand, the prices in the small cities in Tuscany, they are not growing up. Abruzzo, where in Abruzzo? Depends. Close to the sea, you can find the airports in Pescara. You can think about Pescara or more to Teramo, where I live. You can even live inside, and then you can basically enjoy the life and the food. Of course, depends what is your opinion. I'm telling those three places because a lot of people say, no, I want to buy a house in Puglia, which is a great region, of course. But maybe I am from Abruzzo, so I like to talk about my region. Those for me are the three top places to invest. And consider that Tuscany, in terms of reselling, if you are a little bit smart, you can resell it better. In Abruzzo, you don't know because there are not a lot of demands. But on the other hand, as I said, you can rent it good to tourists because in Abruzzo, close to the sea, a lot of tourists arrive in general in the summer. From Germany, from Austria, from the north of Italy. So if you will buy a house in Milan, you will come to Abruzzo maybe. Let's tell the truth. In Italy, if you live close to the sea, you have a good life. I'm going back in Italy maybe end of May. We'll rent a big house close to the sea maybe, because it's another story. I mean, it's a good life, good food. If you don't have to work a lot, it's great, no? So yeah, that is what I wanted to say for today. If you need a specific tax advice, you can book directly a call via the link in the description. Moreover, we also started the academy, the tax academy, and we talk about how to invest in real estate. So this is the main video course that we did, and you can find it here in the description. So until next time, Fausto Carnevale, enjoy your stay in Italy.